Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. So, if you just give me a few seconds here, I'll set everything up. Yeah, so I'm going to do Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, start Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough, see how it goes, because I'm not sure how many block scenes it'll have, whether the scripted parts of it will be blocked or not. So if they are, then I might stop or might not do the playthrough or do more of the playthrough, because that was what was wrong with the UFC. A lot of it was blocked, so what you were really doing was seeing the fights, you weren't seeing any like the storyline behind it. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll make a decision later on after the stream is finished whether I'm going to do any more or not. Yeah, see, this is a blocked scene now, so this is me just getting in. So that's it back. All it was doing was loading up this screen, so I don't know why it would have blocked that. I'll go into I'll just go into a new game. So I'm going to play a warrior through this, I think. So it's just what would be best for because you would think a Kunari would be, but they don't get any bonuses to strength, it's just like the physical damage resistance they get. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Play female, because for the romances during the campaign, I think I've done all the female ones. I've done the Dorian romance as well in one of my playthroughs, but it'd be interesting to, I would like to do the Cullen romance, because I've never done that before. So I need a female character for that, but I don't know if he can romance with a coon. But yeah, but we'll see. And I'll just put it on casual, because I say just really looking to play through the game without it being. So I've done it before. I've gone through it all on normal, but say this is just for a playthrough. Just I don't want the playthrough to be me dying all the time. So yeah, default world state. Yeah, because I think you can change it. So for certain events to have happened in the previous games, or to change the world state. Because this is the third in the series. I'll keep quiet now for the intro. scene. Yeah, I think I like that head.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
I think that's my favourite. No, that's too much. Yeah, I think that's too much like goat's horns there, like that. No, because if you're gonna play a coon, you've got to have them with horns, proper horns. Yeah, I like that.
Everything you've heard? Completely true. As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Yeah, I prefer that voice.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Yeah. But I tend not to bother much about everything else. I don't mind going with pretty much the default. Yeah, just go with the default. I can't think of another decent name, so... Yeah, and this is blocked, it looks like. Nope. Yeah, it's good it's not blocking those scenes. this bit coming up would have been a surprise for anyone that played Dragon Age 2. Just revealing who the character that's captured them is.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
I think remaining silent here would be the coon thing to do.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the Breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
Yeah, always try and investigate if you can.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the Breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice. They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the Breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Yeah, I think for the Dragon Age games, that's probably one of the, well, it is the best intro to it. Picking up more or less from the events of Dragon Age 2, which most people I know that have played it didn't think too much of. I mean, for me, Dragon Age 2 really only makes sense if you play it as an age. But, I mean, this is really utilising, like, the power of, well, not the current gen, because you're onto the PlayStation 5 now, but, like, the previous gen consoles, compared to, even to Dragon Age 2, the graphics are
Open the
far
gate.
better.
We are heading into the valley.
Dragon Age 2, I don't think they really knew what to do after the first Dragon Age, or Dragon Age Origins, because there wasn't really a continuation of a story that you could do there.
The pulses are coming faster now.
Whether they, the
The
development
larger
team,
the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
yeah, whether the development team thought that Dragon Age Origins would be as successful as it was or not, I don't know. But so it definitely was. So the continuation of the storyline between 2 and Inquisition, and for the next one, I'll have what next. First battle coming up, so I'll keep quiet here.
Stay behind me!
And that changes, the weaponry that's there changes depending on what class you're playing.
It's over.
Drop your weapon, now!
If you're going to lead me through a demon-infested valley, you'll have to trust me.
Give me one reason to trust you.
Because my life is on the line.
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you did not attempt to run.
Don't need to.
Drink these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Yeah, this,
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
yeah, this early part I'm probably not going to be talking too much because there is a lot of exposition from the characters. Yeah, but as I was saying, I don't think the development team really expected the first Dragon Age Origins to be as successful as it was. So, you couldn't really continue the storyline on from there because the Grey Wardens weren't needed anymore, and it was a Grey Warden story.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage. Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Guess I'll try to fight that one.
They're falling from the breach.
Yeah, just same as a lot of RPGs, it's just introducing you to a lot of the mechanics of the game at this early part. Isn't very exciting, but at least you're seeing some combat. The last bit of combat there.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Some rift. Cleric in the game.
Quickly! Before more come through!
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Yeah, but Varric's another character from one of the main characters from Dragon Age 2.
I closed that thing.
But
How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought
That's
we'd be
Varric.
ass-deep in demons forever.
the elf is Solus.
Barrack Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Yeah, so I'll try not to talk about the upcoming Dragon Age game too much, because I realise that some people may be watching this that have never played through this game, so I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, just keep going through this, and I'll probably talk about the Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition a bit when characters come up from them, but say Solus is a new character that got this is his introduction into the series, but Cassandra and Varric both appeared in Dragon Age 2 but not 1.
I had less choice in volunteering to help.
Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Yes,
Well, Bianca's excited.
so I know there'll be at least some characters going forward from here into the new
This way, down the
game,
bank.
but
The
I'm
road
not
ahead
sure
is blocked.
exactly
We must
which
move
ones.
quickly.
Whether it's just going to be a couple of them, or whether it's going to be the whole cast. It's going to be pretty much the same. So you can go through other party members, which is good, because if you get bored with playing a certain type of character, you can then go through, like, because Cassandra's the same as you, she's sword and shield. But you've got Varric, that's the rogue, and in this you've got Solus, that's the magic user. But you will pick up other characters throughout the game. So I tend not to use tactical camera mode. So for me, it slows the game down too much. I prefer a traditional RPG experience. If that's what you want.
Dead!
So it's over here we're trying to get to.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's
Never
more
really
believable and less prone to
explored
result in premature execution.
around here. Because I've always tempted to go straight towards the forward camp. Without, 'cause I don't think there's actually much up here. Yeah, because it's just a little bit of gold that I've missed out on before. Yeah, because you can craft upgrades with the minerals that you get, so... Just go towards the forward camp now. Yeah, what's good for being able to swap characters is if you do get stuck in the landscape, like I almost did there, you can just switch to one of the other characters, move away, and then the character that's stuck will follow you. Uber shield, that there's grey bars on top of you, the light bars. I think that's...
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Yeah, I think that's what Cassandra's got. Basically gives you extra life, more or less. Because they've got to get through that shield, the iron bar, before they can then start taking life from you.
Another rift!
But again,
We must see
Cassandra
it!
is
Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
the character that was with Cassandra. Liliana was the character that was with Cassandra at the beginning. And she
Hurry!
was in Dragon Age Origins, and then, if I'm remembering rightly, only really appeared at the end of Dragon Age 2, almost as a surprise Easter egg at the end. You find out that Cassandra's been working with her. Yeah, so you can get from skills from other disciplines. So even though I have chosen the sword and shield warrior archetype, I could just go two-handed if I wanted to. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter too much at the beginning which archetype within the main class, but I think I'll stick with the sword and shield. And it's just telling you a bit about how to upgrade and the abilities. Yeah, so you've already got the payback strike and the taunt as well. So yeah, the shield wall, that's the ability that Cassandra was using. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, but that's me a shield wall. Yeah, because Dawn's from Vanguard. Because you can set the tactics to if you're not controlling a character, which abilities they'll use, or use most. And you can set the behaviours as well for the characters you're not controlling. But I tend not to mess about too much with that.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Yeah, so I played through the game without messing about too much with the other settings. Never used any potions, so...
You have already caused enough trouble without resort. Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Yeah, Chancellor Roderick's another new character for Dragon Age Inquisition. And Justinia was the Holy Mother.
So none of you are actually in charge here?
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Yeah. Anyone who's got any experience with the Dragon Age series, or even with there's the other one, the BioWare dude, Mass Effect, will know that decisions can have consequences. So I haven't played through this now, do know what consequence happens from this, or doesn't happen, but I have always take the mountain path. Every playthrough that I've gone through, I did this even when I didn't know what happened with this, or what it caused, or what it could cause.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
mountains. I mean, my
The
thinking
tunnel
behind
should
that.
be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Yeah, my thinking behind taking the mountain path has always been the forces here are small enough as it is, without having potentially killing a whole division of Leliana's troops and causing the distraction. So, when you've got a small force anyway, why would you waste troops? So it's always been a tactical decision. Just take everything I can. Oh, I've never seen that bug before. I didn't even know that was a bug. The amount of times I've played through this game. I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, there are more enemies off to the left there. So I try and loot as much as I can here. Okay, so it's here. Interesting to see some of them have their first playthrough of this now, not knowing anything about this game, or not having heard any spoilers for is it Dreadwolf, the new game? I can't remember if they've kept that name or not, or whether
Guess we
they've
found
changed
the
it.
soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to our Kunari friend here.
So I know that whenever it's going to come out, because I think it's been plagued by delays, but I think it's Dreadwolf. But if I can,
Lady Cassandra!
Lieutenant, you're
try
alive.
and get through the playthrough of this before that comes So I don't know when. I've not been keeping up with news of it, so I don't even have any idea of when it's supposed to be coming out. But
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
yes, I went with the American pronunciation of lieutenant there. I suppose you're gonna get that because America's gonna be the biggest market. So
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once.
Quickly, let's move!
The
So
path
even
ahead
though I'd
appears to
say
be
that-
clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
Cassandra's accent is more English sounding
Down the ladder. That's
than
the
American.
way to the temple.
So I don't think it's supposed to be an English accent, but it just... yeah, see, this is what I mean about character getting stuck. There. Yes, I'm not actually sure what accent that
So,
is supposed to be
holes
from
in the
Cassandra.
fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
So I know Liliana's French, and I know there are a lot of complaints from players about Liliana's accent in
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That
Dragon Age
is
Origins.
where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers
But,
found you.
if I
They
remember
say a
correctly, it
woman
is
was in the
actually
rift
a French
behind you.
actress or voice actor
No one knows who she was.
that plays Liliana. So that's not really sure why people were complaining about the accent. So.
The breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
But I'd have to replay through Dragon Age Origins to see whether Liliana's accent is softened throughout the 3 games or not. I don't think it has, but as I can't be sure.
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
But you'll find that with a lot of the elves, especially the Dalish, they've got
Now is the hour of our victory.
Welsh voice actors
Bring
for it.
forth the sacrifice.
And I can't remember it.
What are we hearing?
At a guess?
So it is
Person
quite a
created the
famous, well, I say quite famous, a well-known Welsh actor that they've got for Solus. And I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but his Welsh accent isn't that pronounced. If I remember rightly, it was like the Welsh actor that was in the original Fantastic Four. So his name is completely gone from my head. It's not that pronounced a Welsh accent, but if you go play... Is it Dragon Age 2? There's a female Daily Shelf. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Age 2. And that is a very pronounced Welsh accent. I thought the actress playing
this
her...
stuff is Red Lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Yeah,
The sacrifice still.
Yeah, that's a plot point from Dragon Age 2, the Red Lyrium.
That is Divine Justinia's voice.
I think some of that is explained throughout Dragon Age 3, but not really. I think it relies a lot on you having some knowledge of the previous installments.
What's going
but
on here?
Not so much that you can't enjoy this game if you've not played the other two.
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
But if you really want to get into the lore of the game, you do have to read a lot around it. Which I don't, I just tend to rely on the lore within the game.
Run while you can! Warn them!
We have an intruder. Slay the Canary.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready! Wear it down! Quickly! Disrupt the rift! The demon is vulnerable! Now!
trust that the others will take healing potions when they need to. That is always the case with them. I mean, that's one thing I could set in words out of it. Always happens when I'm a little bit tired. The first thing to go is me remembering words, and I don't know why. Well, it's actually names that tend to go first. Alright, stop the lift. Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to avoid.
I'm falling back!
Soulless getting killed, especially because we've got no healers. I think we should be able to do it without him, but it's always... How am I supposed to get up there?
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
Yeah, so we did it without Solus, but... I can't see that, didn't take any notice of that, so Solus is actually conscious there.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Yeah, this is the beginning of another story thread. Just the way that character reacted to you. It's not just because you, well, part of it is because you saved them, but highest level, so I get some extra armor for my character. So, what I've actually got selected. Yeah, have the Griffin Shield, because the Griffin Shield is like 6 armor. Yeah, because the other armors, yeah, I like the look of the other armor. So the Stone Bear and the Shock Guitar is better. So if I was just going for the look of it, I'd go for the other. But I may see if I can upgrade the other armor. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, because the Stone Bear armor is basically the other armor with skins over, or kind of like a hardened leather over it. But I might see what I can do with the other armor. Yes, because did I not pick up some? I thought I had picked up an amulet, but obviously not. Nope, no upgrades yet. Yeah, and that's just the schematics you've already got. No recipes. Yeah, that's into the world map there. That's the war room, so that's where Cassandra is. And you've got some merchants and the blacksmith there. So I may head down to the blacksmith. Doesn't look as though there's anything in here for me to loot, so yeah, this is...
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Alright, so they're not going to let me speak to any of the... get anything done yet. I'm going to have to go straight to Cassandra before I do anything. Yeah, but that's the storyline. The Herald of Andraste.
From getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely.
Yeah, but... say that Herald of Andraste storyline will
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
expanded on throughout the game, and you have choices to lean into it or lean away from it.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Most of the Grand Clerics
I'm going to be right back, so shouldn't be too long.
Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do. She managed nonetheless.
You expect us to be like Andraste?
Someone must. Go in peace, Herald of Andraste. 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 Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Make her watch over you. Make her watch over you. Make her watch over you.
Okay, that's me back. So, yeah, at this point all it's doing is trying to get you to advance the storyline. It's always worth picking up these books and everything, because I think they do give you some XP. And I say, if you're interested in the lore of the game, which I'm not really, I just like playing the game through. It does give you extra background. Yeah, and you really need that's where it's useful being a rogue, because you could get access to that area now. Same here. So being a rogue does have its advantages. Unless I usually do play through, if I'm playing through, I do usually play through as a rogue. Just suits my style, my normal style of play more. But for a stream, I don't think a rogue would be that interesting to watch. Whereas I think with the
Have you gone completely mad?
Sword and Shield
Should be
warrior.
taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The Qunari failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way. Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Yeah, just think for the fights during the game, having a sword and shield fighter is more interesting because you're right in with the action.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
Yeah, this is where you can start leaning out of being the Herald. Or you can lean into it there, like I think that would be a leaning in. So you've got it's kind of a defensive response, angry, questioning.
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Kunari is his chosen.
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Yeah, so I think for this playthrough I am going to lean into being the head of Andraste. Usually I either play it on the fence or saying that I'm not the Herald.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
I don't think there's...
If you're truly trying to restore order,
that is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
And that's Cullen on the left, and what's the scribe's name? Again, just shows that I'm tired. The names have gone out of my head. Because my first playthrough I romanced her. I think it's one of the sweeter storyline, sweeter romances. Inquisition armour they've got your cat wearing there, and that's just the intro, or the pre-title intro.
Do you think the mages will be able to seal the breach? I heard some speak of using the
Apothecariodon will have more poultices
for
for the injured.
I didn't realise any of Leliana's Oxford anniversaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh, you're her.
Have you been able
Thrin,
to save many people?
Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Yeah, that's a reference back to Dragon Age Origins.
Your loyalty to the man you served is admirable, Quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Ten Loghain never betrayed his king. If he'd brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Yeah, because I say the 2 and Inquisition.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Yeah, because 2 and Inquisition seem to kind of provide an alternative viewpoint to the Grey Wardens, and that maybe the narrative of the Grey Wardens in the first game wasn't how the rest of the world felt about them. Maybe they're not as heroic as the first game would made them out to be.
If I have materials for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
kind of makes the narration of the first game an unreliable narrator. So there's a lot of instances of it here. Not so much in 2 from what I remember, but the Grey there is definitely a degrading of the Grey Warden's reputation throughout 2 and 3. Going that way anyway, so I'm as well speaking to the smith. Again, I'm so it's that one I'm heading for.
Oh, make her hear my cry. Seat me by your side in death.
Remember Rally, he is outside here, the smith.
Trust in the Maker. Fire is her.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when Rorty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boot. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Yeah, so there's a lot of callbacks to events in previous games, but I say you don't really know too much to enjoy this game, I think.
Who outfits the Inquisition's soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragonbone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Goodbye.
Right.
So what happens? Right.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
I'm sure I had the golden nug somewhere, which is basically lets you get all the the armor you found in previous playthroughs. Whether that's still there or not. Yeah, because what I could do is try and make my own Avar armor once I've got the correct materials, and I'll get a better rating. Try and get a better rating for the.
Another time then.
See, say it's been a while, but I thought the golden nug was there.
With passioned breath.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses on your back. You ride whatever horse. Why are you here, Scout?
Alright, so quest is to modify some armor.
Speak
So
only the word. Sing only.
So if we get better horses, you think that'll make a difference?
Master Dennett's horses in Hinterlands are faster.
I can do that with the defender current if I.
Feels silly.
Yeah, I need to go and get some materials before I get armor made.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Yeah, I forgot up there. That's, the requisitions. I knew there was something else out this way that I could do.
Learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the maker. Why not?
I think I actually have to go round. I thought I might be able to jump up onto the pier there. I should go the game the way that the game wants me to go. Which isn't that way either. Yeah, for it being an open world, and it is quite a big open world, it does force you into certain paths at times.
I should look around.
Yeah, because there's something here. might be useful for, well, it will be useful for later. Yeah, so that's you've got enough iron for the requisitions, and you need to find this logging stand, which is up here somewhere. Yep, here it is. Let's see if you can claim the logging stand. And then you need to get back to the requisition officer. So there's not much to explore just here in Haven. But it's always worth getting little bits and pieces of material when you are out and about. Yeah, because there's more iron across here.
Yes?
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Yeah, and that's something that they've that's the neck totem.
Travel safely.
You need something? Let me know.
I keep doing that. I'm just too used to playing Fortnite. Two weapons that I can't use. Yeah, head back to the requisitions officer. Yeah.
Let all repeat the chant of light.
And this
Only the
barrack.
word dispels the darkness upon us.
Won't spend too much time with him at the minute. Just try and get a few quests done.
Too many wounded, not enough
you with something?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Yes, I'll just go to the table and then craft items.
Nice work.
Yes, that increases your influence a little bit. I think I need some more. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, because that's the one I think is next. Yeah, Goblin and Ave. Because there's a few characters that you saw in the cutscenes that haven't really been introduced. Cullen was one of them. And the scribe's name's still escaping me.
Does it trouble you?
It's stopped spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
You're even taller than I'd heard.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Yeah, that is one of the major decisions within the game, whether to go with the Templars or the Mages, so you can get at least 2 decent playthroughs of the game, going with either side.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Gunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and lean into the Herald of Andraste thing here.
I don't mind it at all.
something
People
I
are
don't
desperate
normally
for a sign
do.
of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Yeah, just a lot of exposition in early game. So you need to scout there.
Did you see the message I sent?
Yes, thank you.
So it's only Liliana that can do this. Scout Harding, probably one of the fan favourites from Inquisition. No, I don't want to go just yet. I want to try and get some more of the missions around here done first. Maybe build up some more PowerPoints. I can have characters
Let us begin.
doing stuff. Just get the Black Emporium opened up here. I haven't got much choice in my party at the minute. Because, no, because Cullen, can Cullen join? I can't remember now. No, I don't think Cullen can ever join the party, and Josephine can't either. But you do get more options to your party later on. You get more characters joining the Inquisition.
Would you consider allowing me to acquire your hand? After your death, of course.
This just allows you to get buy materials here.
Help yourself to a suck from the basket. But only one!
Yeah, so if you ever want to change your appearance, you can do it there. Yeah, not something I ever really used that much, but it's useful to have it there, just in case. Back to Haven. Get some of the missions around here done. Yeah, because at this point in the game you're still exploring a little bit, and well, for the first 10-15 hours of the game you're still exploring a little bit, really. And at some point you should leave the hinterlands. But I know my first playthrough, I think I spent, because I tend to try and complete an area before I move on, I did spend a good 10 to 15 hours in the hinterlands before going it on.
Still got demons pouring out of the rift.
Okay, so what are my special shipments that I had? Alright, nothing, apparently.
You're worried about the rifts. I understand that.
So I don't want to spend too much time speaking to the other party characters at the minute. Because I say that it's quite dialogue heavy.
Researcher Minet wishes to use some inexpensive spirits. What for? She wishes to light creature's corpse on fire.
Did you hear the news?
Maker, you're here.
I'm pleased to hear it.
You're the Herald of Andraste, and you were sent to test us, to see whether we would accept the Cunari as Andraste's chosen. I think everyone is worthy of love. The Maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others. I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Lisa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
I don't want to spend too much time talking with it, just...
Have you heard about the refugees out in the hinterlands, near Redcliffe?
Oh, the mages in the temple.
Yeah, that's service there. We'll get in here, get to the apothecary. Yeah, because upgrading your potions can be... Alright, so that's... So I need 29 Alfred and 1 Don Lois to increase that. And then tonic some grenades as well.
Sacred Ask told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
I found notes by a Master Tajan. I wondered if you might be interested.
Let me have a look. This should... Oh, I see. With a distillate of... The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
So that's what those notes were for earlier. And that's a lyrium potion, so that's basically the basis of magic within this world, is within the Dragon Age world, is lyrium.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work, that's for damn sure.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay. I'm sure there's more quests here. Yeah, if I go to Menave. Because that's originally what I was going to do when I didn't realise it would trigger the cutscene with the introduction of Cullen and Josephine. Or the proper introduction of Cullen and Josephine. Because I should be able to, yeah, regeneration. Leave that at the minute because I want to try and
let me know if you need anything.
Upgrade some of the potions. Yeah, and it's always worth exploring just to see if you can find any of these little texts.
Researcher Menave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
Yeah, first cutscene with
The Inquisition cannot remain in this if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Adar, this is Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentagast that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Yeah, and that's something that hasn't been explained in-game yet, that Leliana and Cassandra are the left and right hands of the Divine, or the old Divine Justinia, but that does get explained, and exactly what that means within the in-game storyline.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
Again, that's a little bit of a storyline that gets explored later on in the game.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Josephine is a new character for Dragon Age 3, so we don't really know much about her at this point. But Cullen, who's the commander of the forces, was in Origins and Dragon Age 2 as well, but he's got a far more prominent role in Inquisition.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
And that's Maeve in the corner there.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Yeah, because that helps improve your
Thank you.
Your combat abilities.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Against certain creatures, so depending on what you find. I don't think there's much more point in speaking more to Josephine. Yeah, because there's more I want to do out of the wall map. Because I think that
my creator, judge me whole.
Because I've got one influence point that I can use here, so I'm as well getting Yeah, because that's eventually what you want to open up.
You were saying something about... Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Yeah, so you can't do that one because that's opening up the Storm Coast. That's opening up an area. But, if I do that...
Let's see what we have.
So this just opens up some influence and gets you a little
to work?
Some goods. This kind of tries to get you things that will get the Inquisition up and running. I think I'll have to go into the hinterlands now, but now I'll explore this a little bit because I don't really want to start going into the hinterlands now because I will be finishing the stream in about 5-10 minutes, so I'll explore a bit more around here. I didn't want to finish the stream at about 9 because that'll be 2 hours. So I don't want to go and start the hinterlands yet. I'll do that for the next stream. But if I go in and let's speak to Liliana.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous. The lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game? Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you? The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Yeah, I am trying to play my characters a bit sympathetic now. So, through this playthrough. So we'll try, if there's a sympathetic option, that's the one I'm going to go for. Rather than, like, angry or kind of dismissive.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
can speak to Varric, but Varric is there's a lot of exposition with Varric about
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Yeah, go with that.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Yeah, so Varric's another fan favourite from probably the best character from Dragon Age 2. And so he's been brought forward from the game, same as Cassandra. So Cassandra wasn't in it as much as he was. It does tend to be very spread about cutscenes with Cassandra, whereas Varric was more involved in the action of the storyline. So, and again with here, so I do hope he gets brought into Dragon Age 4. So again, I think it's called, they're calling it Dreadwolf. I know early on they were, I can't remember if they've changed the name for Dragon Age 4.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Not too much from Varric there, but say if you do go back to him and speak to him, there's a lot about the Grey Wardens and Hawk, who was the character you played in Dragon Age 2.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. Of course, we're all getting used to, well, you as our last best hope. Nothing personal.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Yeah, not going to be able to buy and sell much at the minute. So you haven't got much money, so it's only 325 gold pieces. Buy the reinforced shield. That might improve our... Reinforced shield is 8. Yeah, because it's... The rugged X is 77. Yeah. recipes you've discovered in previous playthroughs. I say I'm sure that it used to be out by the armourer.
No word for heaven or for earth or sea or sky.
Whenever I've done this before.
Come to me, child, and I
Or maybe it was the golden nug. I'm sure it used to be out here.
lies eternity. Glad there are big, strong men around in case anything happens here in Haven.
Now, don't you worry about that sort of thing, girl.
Yes, I'll have to see what's happening with that, I guess. But I'll do that off stream.
Heaven has been filled with silence. I knew then, and crossed my heart.
Yeah, because we've got Cassandra out here. I think we'll be culling out this way as well.
Ugh.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
Let's lean into this.
I believe he exists.
You do. I'm surprised, but I suppose it's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Head towards Cullen, yeah.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Yes, I will try and romance Cullen, but I can't remember if, as a Kunari, whether I can actually romance him or not. But I think I am going to end the stream there because I've gone on for a little bit longer than I was going to. I raided Shinki last time. Again, it's so. I don't think there's anybody I really want to raid. So I'll just end the stream here. Actually, won't end the stream just yet. I will. I've got 2 points to add, so I've already got the shield wall and the. Constitution and get them, and I'll get 10 the bolt next as well. Damage reduction from there. Okay, I think that's me for now. So at the start of the next stream for this, I don't know when I'll do it, but need to find a right time for it. Say Sunday nights, I think I'm gonna leave for my Wartime campaign. And I just had some time tonight, so I thought I'd get this done, knowing that the first bit of it is going to be quite dialogue heavy and just introducing you to the mechanics of the game. But I think, so the next time I do this, I'll go into the hinterlands, and so I don't know when that'll be. I'll put it in somewhere when I'm not busy, and I'll maybe try and get a regular spot somewhere in the week. So, yeah, that's me. So, thanks for joining me if you did. And if you're watching this on video on demand, thanks for the view, and I'll probably upload it to YouTube as well and see how it does across there. But thanks for joining me.